What did you think of it?
After my initial absolute repulsion at their bodies.
Every single muscle needs to be in proportion to the next. The biceps, the tries, the abs, the quads, the glutes, the delts.
I think for me the relationship with the father and son was extremely interesting, and especially the way the son chose to deal with that relationship and its dysfunctionality. It was interesting then in the Q&A afterwards when he said that that's not exactly what he set out to do. It was more that happened.
When you set out to make the film, was that your goal was to reconcile your relationship with your father, or did that just naturally happen? Did it help the story?
No. Well, the reconciliation, I'm not sure the end of the film is really a reconciliation. I think my father put it best when he saw the film. He said, you know, Bryan, the end of the film really provides a platform for the start of a relationship. Mm-hmm. So, and that's how we both felt. Like, we're still working through stuff. But it let us get rid of stuff that was keeping us down, and so we could actually talk to each other like people. So, but the reconciliation was something that I never expected to happen, ever. Like, I started making the film because I thought it would be a quirky idea about old bodybuilders.
Right.
So I saw it as my goal in this film to chisel away at whatever facade he had and get to what was like really at the root of the guy and find out if that was something that I could really admire and respect. And I was, you know, I'm kind of blessed to have found it, I think, even though it was hard, sort of slogging.
I think the poignant part of that movie, the part that did it for me, was about midway through the movie when he's asking his father, you know, why are you doing this? Why are you making this film? Because quite clearly he's totally abusing his father in the first half of the film. I mean, abusing him in the sense that you wouldn't usually treat a documentary subject like that. He was very biased. He had a lot of spite for him, a lot of anger, and that was very evident. And then he asked his father, you know, why are you making this film? And his father said, well, I'm doing it for you. And as the director says in the Q&A, that it was at that point that he realized, right, like my father is actually going through this process for me. Not that he wants to be on film, not that he wants to make this movie, but so I thought that was quite transformative, that part right there.
He basically said he's opened himself up to that particular type of criticism. And I think that takes a lot of courage, and it takes actually a lot of selflessness. And he did it, I think, for me. And that's probably the most fatherly gesture I can think of.
So, but for him, that's what he needed, and that's what he expressed afterwards. That he didn't feel he could just talk to his father or talk about the issues, talk about the relationship. That he needed to do it through this documentary.
Looks a lot harder. Looks a lot. Everybody looks better. I mean, he's more of the complete package. He's a lot harder. He's got better abs. It's like night and day. He's got calves. I mean, Jerry looks great. Everybody looks great.
Especially the fake tan. What was that about? Thank you.
What's that? Vaseline?
Vaseline.
For what?
Nice good shimmer. Much gloss.